Hey, I'm Sizba, and these are my picks for the best level 1 trader weapons for the start of the wipe. Starting off at the top of the list, we have the OP SKS from Jaeger level 1. Not to be confused with the normal SKS from Prapor level 1, which doesn't actually let you put any mods on it, but if you're broke or whatnot, you could just buy the cheaper version, which is the Prapor version, and just run Iron Sight with some bullets and you're good to go. Me personally, I like running the OPSKS so that I can run the reflex sight that I like, which would be the PKAA reflex sight from Jaeger level 1. The other thing I like to run with this gun is the 20 rounder from Peacekeeper level 1, and it's just a lot better to have than the 10 rounder for obvious reasons. Having 10 more bullets is life-saving at times, and then you can just top load it and you're good to go. Next up, we have the VPO-136, or the Vepr-KM, from Skier level 1. I actually really like this gun last wipe, and the main issue this wipe with it is that you actually can't buy the 30 round mags from level 1 traders anymore. So what you can do is get 10 rounders from Skier level 1, and then use the free 30 rounder that it gives you when you buy the gun, and bring some extra bullets with you and just refill your ammo in raid like that. It's a little bit more tedious, but it's better than nothing, and it's definitely better than top loading if you don't want to deal with the SKS. In terms of modding, you could just go in Iron Sight if you want. I mean, I don't judge you. I personally hate the Iron Sight, so I run the Bastion from Skier level 1 along with the Cobra from Jaeger level 1. The sight really doesn't matter all that much. It's just whatever you want. I personally prefer the Cobra. And then obviously the bullet is the 7.62 PS from Prapor level 1, which, like the SKS, absolutely slaps. Both these weapons are probably 1 and 2 the best weapons early wipe in my opinion. If you don't want to run 7.62 weapons, my next recommendation would definitely be the ADAR from Skier level 1. The main difference here is that it's running 5.56 obviously, which doesn't hit nearly as hard as 7.62. So you're not going to be doing much pen damage, but I do think one thing this gun has over the other two is that 1, it's really moddable, 2, you can get 30 rounders from Peacekeeper, and 3, it's way easier to control than both the other two guns. You can basically just spam mouse 1 and you'll be perfectly accurate with it, which I think is really nice. In terms of putting attachments on it, you don't have to buy a dust cover or anything. It just comes with the gun. You just got to buy whatever sight you want and put it on. If you do that, the only thing you have to remember is to go to mechanic and get this MK12 gas block so that you can get rid of this front sight and actually be able to see with your gun when you're zooming in, obviously. The last weapon on my list would be the 59081 Mossberg shotgun, which is from Jaeger level 1. And the main reason I put this on this list with the other weapons is because of factory. If you're doing quests on factory or you're just messing around on factory, this weapon is absolutely insane on factory, especially early wipe. You can wipe teams of people with this gun. You can wipe the whole factory lobby and just go to town on scavs, whatever you want to do with this gun. It is really good for factory. The things I really like about this gun is 1, it has the 8 shell slot right off the rip, so you don't have to really mod it at all. And 2, the iron sights are actually really good on this gun compared to other shotguns. The downside is obviously it's a pump action, so if you are in a fight with somebody and you miss 2 shots, you are probably dead most of the time. And obviously the other downside being it's a shotgun, and outside of factory or dorms or, you know, like those very specific circumstances, you're probably going to be in trouble most of the time if you run into somebody. So if you're running factory, definitely use this gun. If you're running any other map like shoreline or something, probably try using any of the other 3 guns on the list. You'll probably have more luck. So these are the 4 main weapons I would recommend from the level 1 traders for your early wipe adventures. I purposely didn't include any barter weapons in this list just to make sure that it was more accessible for everybody watching this video. So everything in this list is non-barter. You can just buy it with your rubles or your US dollars and you're good to go basically. If you have any more questions on any builds or just any more questions in general, feel free to drop by my Twitch at twitch.tv/Sizba. I'm probably streaming Tarkov right now, so feel free to drop in and ask me a question. I hope your wipe is going well so far. Expect another video like this on the level 2 traders in the next few days, and I'll see you guys in the next video.